CBS Sports HQ, the free 24/7 sports news network. Download the CBS Sports app to watch today, and you can catch our own Jamie Erdahl joining the HQ team after our game here today. 10-0.
Hot shot Jamie. Basically.
Yep, she does it all. Mother of two, basketball star, you name it.
That's what I came here for.
Great line. Talking smack to the football team. Brian Robinson.
Oh, man.
Another tough run of about 7 or 8.
Yeah. Barry Odom is kind of, what do? He twigs in between right here. He started off the blitz, and I don't blame him. It's not what Arkansas does, but you got to see if Alabama can pick up the blitz. But the counter has been from Bama to bring on an extra tackle and load up and block it.
Little pirouette there by the quarterback, Young. Jamison Williams doesn't get anything out of it. In fact, lost about 3 yards.
Yeah, great job by Ladarius Bishop that time, the corner. He read it fast and broke it up. Beat the block to the outside. Remember, they threw a quick kind of one before, and he got the block on the corner. This time, no.
And it brings up 3rd down again.
3-man front, but let's see what they actually bring. Is it 3 or more?
Barry Odom's defense, best in the SEC on preventing 3rd down conversions. Robinson now comes out as a wide receiver.
There's the signal right now that it's man-to-man coverage because the linebacker comes out with the running back. They're coming.
Young down the middle. Mechie on the fly. John Mechie still going. Down to the 32-yard line. Joe Fouché saved a touchdown.
You win at the line of scrimmage. That's where you win. You beat man-to-man quick. Watch the patience, stutter step, and he wins at the line of scrimmage. Great patience by Mechie to win. He won that route in the first 1 yard.
Picked up 33 yards to the 32. And now the quick throw is tipped at the line of scrimmage, almost intercepted by Bumper Poole.
Good read that time. It probably was a blitz from the left side. Tried to throw right over the blitz. Now remember, Bryce Young is not the tallest guy, but this time he's got his eyes left. He sees it, and it was actually the corner, Brown, that got the tip on the play. Read well by the outside by Mechie, but the jump and the tip made it go.
Tarek Brown, who leads Arkansas with 4 interceptions, got a hand on that one to break it up. 2nd down and 10. Young, look out from behind. Now he's going to run. Not big on running, and we got a flag down as well as he picks up the 1st down, but it might be coming back.
Well, Bumper Poole that time thought he had him, but as he was trying to turn the corner,
on the offense, number 71, 10-yard penalty from the previous spot.
And Darren Delcourt's going to get the call. But watch Bumper Poole come around from the left side of the screen, thinks he's got him, and like eyes in the back of his head.
So the holding call negates that 1st down run by Bryce Young. Backs it up to the 42-yard line.
Well, right now, Jamison Williams has been quiet, but when he's in the slot, that's the danger spot for Arkansas. That's where he makes his big plays.
Mechie's been the main man today, but Williams is the home run hitter. Young fires and overshot Jamison Williams.
That's when he's dangerous, when he's in the slot, because he can match up against safeties when he's in that slot. The speed is too much for those safeties. Watch him. He'll fake the post and then come back out to the outside, and look how open he is.
And Bryce Young just missed it.
You know, 1/3, 1 in 3 of the pass attempts by Alabama go to Mechie or Williams. A year ago, 1/3 of them went to a guy. What was his name?
Devontae. Heisman.
I think so.
Trey Sanders in the backfield right now with Young. A very limited supply of running backs for Alabama due to injury.
This would be a 3-man rush right here. Back off and force the short completion.
Young on the move, and he's going to keep it again. He has to now. Shoved out of bounds around the 36. Fans don't like the way he got shoved out of bounds, but I don't think it was much more than a little push.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. Greg Brooks is the guy who shoves him out, but watch me. I don't know how far we go here. After he shoves him, he turns around and kind of looks to see if there's any flags. He kind of, as he runs up, yeah, well, let me look right here.
And he said, I got to put the brakes on because I don't want to run over Nick Saban.
Exactly. I had to get a flag.
Yeah, I had to get a couple flags, I'm sure. It's 4th down and 14. And
we're going to go punt. It would have been a 54-yard field goal from this spot.
So Burnip will kick it.
That was a great timeout by Sam Pittman. Arkansas had 12 men on the field, and I think if they got the penalty, they would have gone field goal attempt.
Exactly. Good point. So timeout with 11:18 remaining. 4th down coming up for Alabama.
With the Heisman Watch presented by Nissan, and it's the Buckeyes' C.J. Stroud tying a school record 6 touchdown passes all in the first half in the biggest blowout the Buckeyes have ever had against Michigan State. You see Kenneth Walker III on the flip side. The other front runner, of course, entering the day wears the letter A, but Ness and Gary, you knew that.
And there he is, Zook on the sideline. As a matter of fact, Bryce Young has had a good first half, including his 34th touchdown pass of the year to John Mechie. If we go back to the timeout.
Yeah, a little gamesmanship. Whenever it's on the near hash to the bench, a late substitution by Alabama to punt causes the problems for Arkansas.
This is Alabama's first punt by Burnip. High wobbler, hangs a long time. Plenty of time to just make the catch down there at about the 3-yard line. Another good punt. Each team has had one like that today. Well, they don't break the law, they bend it. Meet the McGluskey's, power brokers in Kingstown, Michigan, where the business of incarceration is the only thriving industry. New drama, Mayor of Kingstown, from Yellowstone co-creator Taylor Sheridan, features Jeremy Renner, Diane Wiest, and Kyle Chandler. You can stream it now exclusively on Paramount Plus. Saw the trailer for that last night. It looks awesome. So, in a hole, the Arkansas offense, and it's been kind of in a hole through the first quarter and the first 4 minutes of quarter number 2.
They haven't stretched this Alabama defense out at all.
Jefferson fires far sideline. Got it. Good throw and catch.
Finally. Alabama squatting on those slants. You've got to throw the ball deep. Even if you don't complete them, you got a one-on-one and you got a great receiver. Now, it's good coverage, but remember the back shoulder throw Alabama had to Mechie? Basically the same thing.
Pickup of 32. Now they go to the ground and a pickup. Traylon Smith as we check in with Jamie.
Guys, Traylon Burks, that was quite the catch considering he hasn't been on the field in the last couple offensive series. He's in a ton of pain in his right side of his chest area. I would say about the collarbone. They put a couple medical patches on there. He's had a lot of conversations with Kendall Briles, but what a catch considering the pain he's in right now.
Yeah, he was holding that R2, Jamie, exactly after he made that catch. Came up wincing in pain, but staying in there. 2nd down and 7. Jefferson under center. Gives it to Burks. Now it's an end around and it's a fumble. Scooped up by Warren and he's dropped back at the 29-yard line. That one didn't work.
Well, Arkansas football players know Alabama's good, but we're our own worst enemy here so far in this football game. You're not going to beat this team playing with sloppy play. You've got no chance. That's been practiced probably 100 times. And in the game, you put it right on the ground.
Well, they played the number 2 team in the country. First Georgia and then Alabama. Nothing to show for it on the scoreboard so far. Jefferson, quarterback draw. Had a big open field off the right side. Broke one tackle. And he's close. That close.
Is it close enough to go for it? Now I'm thinking in my head as he's running, without the mess up of the play, it's an easy first down here. But he almost gets it anyway, and I think they're going to call it a first down. Am I right?
They already moved the chains.
Wow.
I guess they better.
Yeah.
I thought the official on that far side came up about
well, we're going to get
shy.
maybe a challenge from Nick Saban. Or is the
Ruling on
replay?
the field is a first down. That play is under review.
Yep. Replay booth's going to take a look.
Yeah, they are. And Nicky Haddock's replay official. And when that official came up, and you'll see it maybe on this replay, put his foot down, and I thought it was about the length of his shoe, the officials that is, shy of the first down.
Yeah, but neither one of those looks are going to help. It's from the wrong angle. Nothing so far to help the replay official overrule the call on the field.
Gene Steratore, our rules official, is with us. Gene, I don't know what you can see.
There's
we
one,
can't, but let us know.
Yeah, I think the line feed right now is the best angle to get. And Branch puts a big hit on K.J. Jefferson. We can see. I thought he was short, but it is just the nose of the football that has to make that line to gain. And that is the piece of it that I just can't see definitively enough, again, to overturn the ruling on the field.
Oh, boy, I think he's like a half-yard short here. Big hit by Branch. Turns him, ball's in his right hand, and the official runs up.
That's what I'm trying to say. That the official came up and put his foot down and stopped.
I know, but Ness,
there.
I'm just thinking he doesn't have any better view of it.
No, he's got a worse view.
Exactly.
There he comes.
So he's just guessing.
He puts the brakes on right there. That's short. And then he moved his right.
Then he turned and moved it. He's like a dance step.
Did a Tuscaloosa two-step
Right.
there at the end of that.
I thought the football was short of the line.
Here's a call.
After review, the runner was short of the line to gain. The ball will be placed at the
Now Sam Pittman has to make a decision.
Yeah, do you want to go on 4th and a foot in your own territory?
You've got a quarterback that weighs 240 pounds. I mean, if Tom Brady can do this, who's not 240 pounds.
Joe Namath here. We could do a naked bootleg with Joe Williams.
That's right. Now remember, Arkansas does not take a lot of snaps directly under center.
Right. Arkansas 6 out of 13 on 4th down this year. They send everybody up to the top of your screen. Empty backfield in a shotgun, so 6 yards deep, and now Jefferson will come under center and go straight ahead, and he got it with 2nd or 3rd effort.
You know what's interesting with that call? They did spread them out a little bit, but you get no push with that formation. Nobody, now you're allowed to, from that running back position, come in and hit the quarterback. It was all Jefferson. The numbers did not favor him, but the 240 pounds did.
Will Anderson's holding on, but he's going, well, this guy doesn't weigh 210, though. So 1st down. Arkansas keeps their drive alive. Jefferson wants to throw. Now he's going to take off. Whoa, did he put a helmet into toe-to-toe? We brought him down, but he got about 8 yards out of it. That was a collision.
Well, 2 quarterback runs that looked like passes to begin with have been the running game.
Dominic Johnson. And, oh, man, the 40-yard line, a collision there. And Johnson with the 1st down run.
So Alabama's defense has only given up more than 100 yards twice all season this year. We saw it in the Florida game.
Yep.
The running quarterback was a big part of it.
Jefferson stands tall in the pocket, rips it down, incomplete, intended for Burks. And broken up by Malachi Moore.
What a great play by Malachi Moore. Playing the star position means he has to cover the slot all over the field. Now watch him cut inside. Get inside, get his hand on him. Could have been caught.
Yep.
His hand on his other arm might have forced the incompletion. That could have been called, I think. He held his arm on that play just like a long pass down the sideline. That might have been the difference.
Second down and 10 from the 40. One-handed catch by the tight end, Blake Kern. That's good job with the left mitt there.
Remember, we were bragging on his touch pass earlier in the game. This was a touch soft. Could have got him a little bit, and his receiver bailed him out.
Traylon Smith in the backfield. They fake it to him. Come out to Burks. Burks swipes one guy away with a left hand and gets a 1st down.
Well, Traylon Burks is their game breaker, and after Jamie's report, him playing in pain like that, you got to really salute a guy playing big game like that and playing under duress.
And a short gain there. Complete to Tyson Morris.
So it seems to me so far the key to both teams' offense is to get the ball backed up on their own 2 or 3 yard line.
And then go 98 yards.
Exactly. Bama did it, and now this is a really nice drive by Arkansas. What, 11 plays so far on this drive? And that Arkansas defense needed it badly.
Yeah, they needed a breather. They were out there a long time. 4 out of 5 on this drive for KJ. There's a little shovel to Smith. Broke 1 tackle, got down to the 15-yard line where it's 3rd and short.
This was nice. A lot of misdirection on this play. 2 key players going one direction, the ball going the other direction. That's that eye candy that Kendall Briers is trying to put in this run offense for Arkansas.
This is Jefferson all the way, isn't it? Nope, he's going to throw. And he's got his man out. In Burks, broke a tackle, and a touchdown, Arkansas. Traylon Burks in the end zone and cuts it to a field goal lead.
Well, you were half right, Ness. It's KJ Jefferson half the way. Beautiful position in the slot, breaking out, and this time a very accurate throw. Malachi Moore does not get picked and doesn't get out there with the right leverage for the touchdown. What a drive by this Arkansas offense.
Cam Little in for the point after. Up and good.
Playing hurt and making plays.
Traylon Burks in the end zone for the 9th time this year. 15-yard scoring strike for KJ Jefferson. Not feeling any better, even though he just caught a 15-yard touchdown.
And he used the stiff arm this time, but he used it with his left arm. So he's got a bad right arm or pec muscle or shoulder, but he came through on that drive, didn't he?
Sure did. Much like the Mechie drive for Alabama, that was the Traylon Burks drive. KJ Jefferson with his 18th touchdown pass of the year. Calvaruso to kick off, and Alabama will start from the 25 with a 3-point lead. Now it's time for Do Project Smarter, presented by the Home Depot.
Well, when you are getting a blitz, you got to get a hot quarterback because you know it's one-on-one. They make you make good throws, and Bryce Young has been getting good throws because they put an extra lineman out there to take on that blitz. Bill O'Brien, nice changeup for a team that's been struggling with the blitz to put an extra offensive lineman on the field. That should force more zone coverage from this Arkansas defense because 85 ain't going out for a pass.
Now you see things have evened up, including on the scoreboard just a field goal difference. Bryce Young comes up ready to throw on first down. Maybe not, and he won't. Going to get sacked by Zach Williams.
Well, Damian George, the new right tackle in the game. He's replacing Chris Owens, number 74. Right here's the matchup. Gets pushed back, good push back, and then as Bryce Young moves up in the pocket, gets the sack.
And a loss of 4. Young. Gonna go long. Man out there. Got him in stride. Jamison Williams, goodbye. Touchdown, Alabama. '79-yard touchdown toss.
Well, you said it. A strike. This time, Jameson wasn't in the slot, but he was stacked. A little different look, and he just takes it. Enough protection. Remember, just a 3-man rush. And he goes. Perfect throw right over the safety. And the corner just stumbled, and could not handle the strike by Bryce Young.
As we said, he's the home run hitter. Extra point is good. 7th play of 50+, and that doesn't include a couple of touchdowns on kickoffs. The big play guy had a 94-yard touchdown earlier this year. He just caught a 79-yarder right here between double coverage on a perfect throw from Bryce Young. And just like that, the Tide rolls back in front, 17-7. Touchdown that last play.
Brown, number 21. The corner is playing outside technique because he has help deep back here. 15 yards deep from the free safety. And Williams runs right by him. The corner thinks he's got help depending on it. When you line your safety up 15 yards deep, you should not get beat deep.
Jamison Williams came in averaging 20 yards a catch. He's not hurting his average any today so far with 3 grabs for 89 yards and a touchdown. Time right now to test your knowledge with today's trivia question, which is, in Nick Saban's head coaching career, who was his first player to be a first-round NFL draft pick? It's kind of a tough one, actually.
Hint? Can I give a hint?
You would think maybe it was at Michigan State, but
the key part of it was head coaching career.
Right. That's right.
That's the key phrase, I think.
Well, as he stalks the sideline right now, he's won 64 of his last 67 games on this field. He's got a 10-point lead right now with 5:20 to go to halftime. Burks playing in pain, still in there, circling in the backfield, but it's Smith up the middle, and he almost busted it. A shoestring tackle by To'o.
That's the second shoestring tackle To'o has made in the game. To the outside he goes, and then he gets back in on the play.
They go right back to him, and he does the same thing again. Traylon Smith out to the 47.
That's what happens when you go this hurry-up tempo offense. You repeat plays, and that was a good repetition on that one.
Oh, I guess.
Gonna go fast again.
They fake it to Smith. Jefferson stands tall, rips it down the sideline. Another first down at the 36. And that's Trey Knox, the tight end / wide receiver.
Yeah, he's listed on the card as a wide receiver, and he lines up in the tight end position.
Perfect throw. Arkansas moving in a hurry. Smith with a stiff arm. Keeps his balance, picks up good yardage. Down to the 31.
You know, so all of the talk about KJ Jefferson when the season started is this guy's a runner. This guy 240, he's going to run this option downhill. You know, if he comes in this game, he's 11 for 14 going into this game. And he's been hot lately, too. He was 19 for 23 against Mississippi State in their win.
And he didn't turn it over. This one he's got to throw on the ground. Burks was the closest guy.
Yeah, that snap was low. Nothing was really nice about that play. Again, kind of a little bit of a mess up to begin with. Low snap, goes down, and then by the time he gets it off, perfect coverage by Alabama.
On the offense, number 1. That penalty is a loss down at the spot of the foul.
They call grounding.
I thought he was throwing it right at number 16.
That's what Sam Pittman thinks, too.
Yeah, I thought this was pretty good, and he could have been outside the tackle box on the play as well. I think that's a tough call. I'd really like to get Gene's opinion on this. I mean, that's a tough call on a quarterback. Throws it right at the feet of a receiver, and he's on the edge of the tackle box.
Gene, what do you think?
Now, I agree with Gary on the play. Look, we know that he's throwing this ball away, but with somebody in the area that close, you give them the benefit of the doubt and just play the next down. Totally agree with Gary's interpretation on that.
Well, the next down is 3rd and 13 with the loss, 3rd and 14, actually. So what was a great-looking drive might stall unless Jefferson can hook up with somebody. Going deep, and he's going to hook up with somebody. Touchdown, Arkansas. Warren Thompson.
Warren Thompson wins right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a flag down.
That penalty is declined. The result of the play is a touchdown.
Watch Thompson win at the line of scrimmage right here. Goes for the jam, Josh Jobe, and then he runs into his own man. You go for that jam and you miss, you are in trouble. Wow. What a comeback drive. 75 yards in 5 plays.
Only took him 90 seconds.
Josh Jobe is a skilled corner, and when you go for that physical jam at the line of scrimmage, you got to get it because all your momentum's going forward, and you're beat.
I don't know if they're looking maybe at whether or not Thompson crossed the goal line or if he came down inside the 1.
Was his knee down before the ball crossed the plane? Boy, I think he scored.
I did too, but
catch.
It's like his upper, he's about 6'5". It looked like his upper body was across the goal line, but it's hard to tell from that angle. You know, where's the ball right there, so his elbow obviously is in the end zone.
I can tell you 2 guys that are hoping it's a touchdown pass. The quarterback.
Gene, what do you think? You with us?
I'm with you guys, and I don't see anything. Here's a great angle that we get right there. And even as we see the shin and knee hit, look, the elbow at that point, I think, is crossed and broken the goal line. I don't see anything very clear and obvious to overturn that. I also was looking, because the receiver was falling initially after possessing the football, to see if he maintained control throughout the process. And I also felt like he definitely did that too. The ball moves but doesn't hit the ground or anything. And I really don't see anything to overturn the ruling on the field after looking at these views.
You know, that's a great point, Gene, is that maybe that's what replays, making sure he survived the ground as well, because it is a big play if it was juggled from the ground. Yeah, good point. Hadn't thought of that.
Most definitely.
Perfect throw, but he's going down, so he does have to survive. And does the ball bounce back into his hands? Nope.
Well,
I can always tell when Ness knows. He just waves
video
the
shows that the receiver's knee was down with the ball inside the 1-yard line. It will be first and goal from inside the 1.
That is a tough call to overturn that. Can't see much. I mean, that's an inch. I don't see how you could be sure to overturn that call. Man.
Yeah.
That's taking control from the replay booth, if you ask me.
I'm with you. At any rate, first and goal, inches away from the goal line. Let's see if it's KJ Jefferson. And they get the touchdown from Johnson. Dominique Johnson scores. And we don't have a signal yet.
Oh, come on.
Really? What?
I think he's clearly across
by a yard.
Hey, the replay official owes him one now, doesn't he?
I don't know, but
he was clearly across the line. Even Alabama
can't get any farther in there.
Even the Alabama defense thinks he's across the line.
Gee whiz.
Well, this thing's going to turn out right, in my opinion.
You want to bring Gene in this time? Seeing I'm
You're
over
doing
here.
a good job, Abbott.
Yeah.
Gene, you want to weigh in again?
You know, I'm a little bit shy right now with the clear and obvious statement I made on the previous, but
hey,
I got to be honest with you guys.
Gene,
yes,
welcome to our world.
This one appears clear and obvious that it's a score, for sure.
Okay, they just gave us the sign, Gene. Thanks.
1 out of 2 isn't bad, guys.
There you go. We're doing the best we can here.
I know Warren Thompson's not happy with this thing.
Dominique Johnson makes sure, even though our officials weren't quite so clear on it, but
well, what an answer by this Arkansas football team, I'll tell you that.
That's the main thing right now. Cam Little in for the point after. Up and good. A 75-yard drive in 6 plays. A little over 2 minutes to get a 1-foot touchdown run. 17-14 game. Our Aflac trivia question earlier. who's the first #1 draft choice that Nick Saban had as a head coach? Dan Williams, when he was head coach at Toledo. There's a look at Dan.
It's very tricky because Nick was there with Dan when Dan was a sophomore, and after he left, Dan ended up being a first-round pick.
Right.
Late in the season, we really looked for the,
Yeah, I know. We had to ask him that. And
Exactly.
It took him quite a while to get the answer. We asked Nick the question, and he gave the same look he's giving to the head linesman. I'm not quite sure. I've had a lot of #1 draft choice. I don't know which the #1 was and who the first was.
Reset
Jamison
the game
Williams.
clock to 3 minutes and 40 seconds. 3-4-0.
They have to reset the game clock because it didn't stop after the initial touchdown and then the second touchdown and all the confusion on that big 1-yard scamper by Dominic Johnson. So we got 3:40 left in the half. Jamison Williams will field it in the end zone to take a knee. And we'll send it back to Adam Zucker in our New York studio for a Jeep update. Zuck.
Hey, Ness, no replay needed here for this snag by Mike Sainristil from #6 Michigan. Wolverines on top of Talia Tagovailoa and Maryland 21-3 right now, trying to set up the game with Ohio State at the Big House next week for all the Big Ten East marbles. See you in a few minutes.
All right, we'll see you at halftime, guys. 17-14, #2 Alabama.
Wouldn't it be for half the marbles in the Big Ten? Because
That, I
other
guess,
side.
probably. Yep, it would be that side of the marbles anyway. Brian Johnson, Robinson, what a nice move, and then a collision.
And what did Brian Robinson say to us yesterday when he visited? When I'm running the ball, what does he like to do?
I'm going to hit people, not let them hit me.
Exactly. Someone's going to get hit. It might as well be them. And he delivered the hit.
Did it on Simeon Blair. And picked up 10. 48 yards on the ground for
And
Brian Robinson.
Arkansas get out of the half.
Without any further damage.
Yep. Remember, we've seen these halves, what can happen right at the end of the half. And you can just kind of turn a game. Remember, Alabama gets the ball to start the second half. So you get a stop here. You can take a tight game, 2 possessions, and it's different.
Georgia put Florida away in the last 2.5
Absolutely.
minutes of the second quarter. Second down at 7. It's Latu, the tight end in motion. Play fake to Robinson. Young flares it out. Got it to Latu, the tight end, and he's out to midfield.
That time, Damian George, #74, did a good job of pushing Ute outside on that play. Gets a pocket, get beat a couple times. Young player, start feeling the flow of the game.
They mark it at the 48 for the first down. Little hesitation, run by Robinson, then he blasts through the middle and got 8 more. He's shown us a little bit of everything. Some speed, some power, and right here some moves.
Well, he had patience to wait for his time to come, and on this play, he had patience on the run. It took him 4 years to become the man here.
And of course, he was behind Najee Harris. That didn't help. Quick slant, Bolden. Another first down to the 32. And the Tide and their offense moving briskly down the field.
George had to come out. Chris Owens, the original starting right tackle's in the game now because the helmet came off from Damian George.
So Alabama's moved it the 2-minute mark to the 32-yard line of the Hogs. Bryce Young, and again Jamison Williams. I don't think they're going to get him. Touchdown, Alabama. Did we say quick strike? Another quick strike.
Well, this reminds you of Tua. Win at the line of scrimmage and deliver the slant pass to an elite athlete. Remember, Tua did that for all those years. A great slant passer, and that one was perfect.
Right on the money.
Yep, let him on the run.
And then it's a foot race and a little pirouette into the end zone to cap off another 75-yard drive in a hurry. Reichard's extra point is good. Bryce Young on the drive, 3 for 3. The capper, a 32-yard rocket to number 1, Jamison Williams. Crimson Tide with an answer. Toughest worker in America. This week, they face another exciting challenge on their way to the grand prize. New Tough as Nails Wednesday on CBS. That last drive of Alabama's Tough as Nails. 75 yards in 6 plays, and the quarterbacks, we talked about them at the top of the show, both of them playing very well today, but Bryce Young certainly not hurting his Heisman.
That should be a 2, shouldn't it? 2 touchdowns.
Well, yeah, the one that Warren Thompson didn't catch.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay. But 3 touchdown passes for Bryce Young today.
Yeah, Bryce going to remember that picture in the open where he was kind of frowning with 33.
Yeah.
He's up to 36. It's kind of turning upward.
That's right. 36 touchdown passes, only 3 interceptions. Having one of those kind of seasons, it seems that way every year recently. If it wasn't Jalen Hurts, it was Tua Tagovailoa, it was Mac Jones. Now it's Bryce Young.
1:44 left. Last drive was 1:41.
They give it to Traylon Smith out to the 30 or close to it.
And KJ Jefferson has done this early in the year against Mississippi State. He had a drive with 2 minutes to go where he was 6 for 7. Ole Miss, he had a drive where they scored the last play of the game.
That's right.
And he did it. So he's used to these 2-minute drills.
They got 2 timeouts left, but they're not exactly in a hurry right here.
Well, you better get it right. You don't want to make a big mistake. We've seen big mistakes turn at the end of half.
Still way too much time. Of course, unless they score here, then it's not a big deal.
Well, they can go fast now. Clock is going to stop. They're going to feel good where they are in field position, and still plenty of time. Nice job inside blocking on that play. Brady Latham, number 62, comes around and rolls his man inside.
First down from the 42. Now the clock starts winding down at 55, 54. Jefferson hit in the backfield. Now rolling to throw, and he's going to throw it away. 45 seconds left before the Geico halftime report, where Adam, Rook, and BJ will bring you first half analysis and the best highlights from around the country. The Geico halftime report. Still 45 seconds and 2 timeouts.
Now you look for number 31 for Alabama. How do they help protection? Lined up on the quarterback's left side this time.
And you look for number 16, Traylon Burks, offensively, and he's in motion to the far side. Jefferson going to throw it out to his safety valve, who dropped it. Traylon Smith. He might have drawn Dallas Turner's attention over there. Had he caught that, I don't think he would have gotten too much out of it. Number 15.
6 or 7 yards, and he could have got out of bounds, though. You know, everything counts, but it's interesting that time Will Anderson kind of slow rushed. Didn't really go full speed. Now they shift him around.
I didn't know he had that speed.
No, that was to really slow him down. Now he's going to shift to the opposite side.
Empty backfield. Jefferson, quarterback draw. Broke a couple tackles, but he only got back to the line of scrimmage.
So they move him around so you can't double team, and then sometimes you loop him around. This time Alabama coming with that blitz where they take Will Anderson and loop him around, and that's what caused the problems on the quarterback draw.
Alabama took the timeout to stop the clock with 32 seconds left and force this punt. And what was a promising start to that drive kind of fizzled. Wednesday on CBS, the legacy of the CSI crime lab is threatened, and the evidence points to one suspect. A new episode of the new series, CSI Vegas. It's Wednesday at 10, 9 Central on CBS.
I know what Sam Pittman is talking to his Razorback punt team. We had a punt blocked against Georgia for a touchdown. Everybody do their assignments. We got to get this ball off. I would assume Alabama's going to kind of come up for a punt block on this one.
Yeah, Georgia did it with Jackson, the safety, blocking it, and Zamir White recovering it in the end zone in that game. Here, Reed Bauer, just get it out of there. And they got the return on him now. Slade Bolden camps under it and dropped it. But he covered it again around the 11. That was dangerous. Normally a sure-handed punt returner, but I don't know if he took his eye off this one or just dropped it.
During the kick, holding on the receiving team number 28. That penalty will be enforced half the distance to the goal from the end of the kick. First down.
So it's going to put it back at about the 5-yard line as we take a look at the Dr. Pepper SEC standings. In the West, Alabama with a win today would face Georgia in the SEC championship game the first Saturday, December in Atlanta. Arkansas coming in 3-3. You realize if they had gotten the 2-point conversion against Ole Miss coming into this game, they would control their own destiny to actually win the West?
Well, Alabama's had about a normal season, but Arkansas has had a great season.
They really have.
Turning this thing around. I mean, they had a brutal schedule playing at Georgia, at LSU, at Alabama, and they're in position, obviously, already bowl eligible.
They've beaten 3 ranked teams and going bowling. Brian Robinson, about 6 more to his total here in the first half.
Pretty sure both teams will be happy to go into halftime like this, and Nick Saban won't call another play.
That's the end of the first half. For Jamie's halftime interview with Coach Saban, go to Twitter at SEC on CBS. We'll send you to Adam Zucker and Company in our New York studio with the Geico halftime report after this word from your local station. Halftime in Tuscaloosa, Alabama in front. CBS enters quarter number 3. Bryant Denny Stadium, 24-14. Brad Nessler, Gary Danielson, Jamie Erdahl. The carving of the turkey doesn't come till Thursday, but Bryce Young's doing a pretty good job carving up the secondary.
Yeah, both quarterbacks have played well, but remember when Bryce Young started slow, 4 for 7? I said he's going to start hitting them. Out of his next 12 passes, he had 10 for 245 yards. I mean, he threw for 287. 2 good quarterbacks, one just putting up more yards. We talked about, could Arkansas get out of the half?
They didn't.
Nope, and now they need to stop badly.
And Alabama has the ball to start the third quarter as we take a look at our first half trends.
Yeah, and I think the trends will be kind of slilted toward guys catching passes.
And Mechie and Williams both over 120 receiving. Burks has been toughing it out. Has a touchdown. 35 combined points in the second quarter.
Yeah, listen, 1/3 of the attempts, as we talked about, go to Mechie or Williams. Kind of understand why, right?
Yeah, exactly. They're both big plays waiting to happen. Brian Robinson had a pretty solid first half as well. He starts things off in the backfield and with the ball in hand. Brian Robinson for 5 more as we check in with Jamie.
Well, Sam Pittman's still really frustrated with some of those easy mistakes that Arkansas made that gave Alabama points. Offensively, he felt like they were fine. Stressed the importance on gaining yards at the first down marker. Treylon Burks will still be available. He is hurting that shoulder, though. Defensively, they need to get physical with wide receivers at the line of scrimmage.
Brian Robinson 4 more.
And I think that's a good point. You know, they don't have much chance once those guys get up to speed. So if you're going to stop them, you got to stop them at the line of scrimmage. But as Josh Jobe will tell you, that's dangerous sledding.
Sure is.
Yes.
They'd like to get a stop right here on a 3rd and 1, but they don't. As Robinson still got the legs moving.
So Bryce Young has had 3 carries in this game, but every other rushing attempt has been by Brian Robinson.
Well, we said they're shorthanded. Other than Trey Sanders, they got to get down to some guys that play different positions actually to fill in at running back because of injuries to Jason McClellan earlier and Roydell Williams. That is complete out to Latu. Latu still going down to the 33-yard line.
This was a great decision by Bryce Young. I thought he was going to go to the slot, and this ball could have been intercepted. Watch Arkansas cut underneath it, but it was going outside. And Latu makes one move and showing his athletic ability as he turns it up.
And turns it up for 30 yards. Back to Robinson. Busts through the hole. Brian Robinson, 10 more.
So in Derrick Henry's year of running the football, he carried the ball for a running back, non-quarterback runs, 70% of the time. Brian Robinson is over 55% of the rush attempts. Comes now from Brian Robinson. It's only going to grow, as you said. He's the guy for the rest of the year.
Here he is again, a little hesitation in the hole, picked up a couple. This is the running back story that I was just mentioning. McClellan out for the year, Roydell Williams out for the season. Trey Sanders has come in and played a couple snaps, and then Christian Leary, a wide receiver, and Demoy Kennedy, a linebacker, filled in at practice just in case of emergency. No emergency needed so far. Number 4 just stays in there and keeps carrying the rock. They fake it to him and come up firing out to Mechie. First down at the 11-yard line.
In complete control. You've got to give Bill O'Brien a lot of credit. We talked to him about the problems they had with the blitz. He says we worked very hard on it. We think we have a good plan. So far, it's been better than good.
First down at the 11. They can get a first down at the 1. Robinson, a stop, and then is stopped. No gain. Grant Morgan, one of those rangy linebackers, in on the hit. Well, Brian Robinson was the guy in the Ole Miss game, carried it 36 times. He's got 22 right now.
And he told us that he says it almost gets lighter.
The ball gets lighter. I don't understand.
Well,
he said depending on the situation, sometimes it can feel heavier.
Yeah, and then he goes, we heard that it's not heavy, but we never heard it gets lighter.
Right.
A lot of space off the slot right here again.
And that's Leary, the wide receiver who I mentioned has been playing some running back, who was in motion. Bryce Young running out of time. And now throws sidearm out to Leary, and he'll score. Touchdown, Alabama. A little bit of everything from number 9 today.
Ness, Johnny Manziel made a play at this end of the field to have a Heisman moment. Remember, it kind of fumbled it?
Yep.
Well, this guy is in the lead for the Heisman, and this is the highlight they're going to show. Watch him run around, and then at the last second draw 2 defenders, and like a great point guard, just pass it off. What a play.
Another 75-yard drive, and the extra point is good. What a way to open the third quarter for the Tide. Christian Leary, his first touchdown for number 12 from 11 yards out.
It takes a determined spirit to help others, to persevere. Together we've shown our true grit as we find new ways to improve lives and build better futures. A beacon of hope in the face of adversity. That's been our mission for 150 years. Our determination to build a better world continues to drive us forward, now and into the future. We are the University of Arkansas.
Tonight at 8 Eastern on CBS Sports Network, Utah State takes on the Cowboys of Wyoming. Aggies looking for their 6th straight win. 8 o'clock tonight, CBS Sports Network. And another 75-yard drive in 9 plays. Took 3.5 minutes. Bryce Young, his 4th touchdown pass of the day. And we'll bring it out to the 25.
Ness, what do you do? Okay, you're in coverage right here. You got the guy, okay? We'll put 2 bodies on him, and then as we go, we're just going to stay with him as he goes. All right, well, that's where he started. But now what do? Do I just stay? Or do I go? Oh, do I go to the quarterback? Oh, I should have stayed.
I should have stayed. And Bryce Young at the end of this play looking like Dansby Swanson.
He was.
From the AT&T 5G pylon cam to get it out to Chris Leary, who trots in for the touchdown.
And Bryce Young, I mean, he was playing a little basketball with Jamie, and right there he was the point guard,
yep.
Right? Jamie had him, but Corey Johnson did not.
Dominic Johnson, only about a yard gain. To'o and company fired up on the defense. Arkansas needs some points out of this thing on this drive.
Well, we said Remember, end of the half, 3:40 to go. Can they get out of the half because Alabama's going to get it, and then they're going to get it to start the second half. It goes from 17-14 to 31-14 without the football, basically.
Throw out to the tight end. Ooh. Toe put a big hit on Blake Kern right in the back, but he's a yard and a half shy of the first down.
So if you're the Arkansas offense, you have to take, a lot of positives from the first half. We moved the ball when we had time. End of the half, we didn't have time. Let's just put a drive together, put some points on the board. Still a lot of time in this football game.
Third down conversion would help the cause right here for Sam Pittman.
Got numbers at the bottom if they want to throw it to the bottom. 4-on-3.
And 1-on-1 to the top, but it's 3rd and 1, and Jefferson's going to take it under center, it appears. Nope, now he backpedals. Play clock down to 1. Got to hurry. He's going to go that way and got it complete to Burks. Burks on the run. Traylon Burks, can he make it all the way? He can. Touchdown, Arkansas.
It's a gutsy call from this Arkansas offense. 3 men to the bottom. It's 3-on-2. Ness says it's 1-on-1 to the top. Do you take the easy first down throw at the bottom, or do you go 1-on-1 on the top? Hey, you need points. They're going to go back shoulder throw on 3rd and 1. And it's perfectly thrown, perfectly executed.
Then it's a foot race.
Yeah, then it's overrun by the safety that time and all the way into the end zone. If you got a play that's a positive play, you can't turn it into a touchdown. Battle overran it.
I don't know if we've had all season long this many long scoring drives. 75 yards in 3 plays. Traylon Burks playing with a bad wing. An injured hog is a dangerous hog. 66 yards for the touchdown. The Home Depot SECF CBS is sponsored by Disney Plus, Mercedes-Benz, Smile Direct Club, and by Wheels Up. Traylon Burks wheels up for 66 yards on that last scoring pass. And there was a question whether or not they got the play off in time.
Yeah, the play clock is different than the game clock. There's mechanics. I wonder if Gene could explain it to our audience.
Yeah, I sure can, guys. By mechanics, the back judge who's looking at that, and yes, the offense does get a little more than what the clock shows. So when the back judge is viewing the play clock, deep middle of the defensive backfield, when the clock gets to 0, his eyes go from the play clock right to the center. If the ball is moving right at the time that he looks back down, they don't call that. And yes, it does build more than the allotted time in by less than a full second normally, and I felt like that was in that same sequence.
I did too. I thought that was reasonable in my mind.
I know there's people that are going to disagree with that, but that's the way it's called, and Gene's explained that to us before, which is great. And just to reiterate, certainly right there on a huge play for the Arkansas offense to cut this game to 10 points again. And the pass is behind Mechie, couldn't handle it, incomplete. So 5 minutes into the 3rd quarter, number 2 Alabama leading number 21 Arkansas 31-21.
Are these two quarterbacks putting on a show?
Man, I guess this has been fun to watch. 9 touchdown passes in the last 2 games. Tied his own personal best with 5 last week. He's got 4 more today. Looking for more. Brian Robinson out of the backfield.
Yeah, you don't have to always make the big, huge play that time. You're coming in, nothing deep. Don't have to run. Just dump it off to your running back and make it 3rd and short. Arkansas had a stop early in the game on 3rd and short. Let's see if they can come up with another one. Bill O'Brien has just been dialing them up for this Alabama offense.
Absolutely. 3rd and 2 here. Brian Robinson switches sides to the right of Bryce Young. It doesn't look like he's comfortable with the alignment, but he's going to whip it out there to Mechie. Mechie weaving through traffic. Broke a tackle. Still on his way. John Mechie Big first down on 3rd and short.
You know, Ness, we first heard about John Mechie when there were 3 future #1 draft pick wide receivers in front of him, and then a 4th when Waddle joined the group, and they said, this Mechie is going to get some playing time. I go, how? Because he's good. That's how.
Another 24-yard pickup for John Mechie. Bryce Young throwing deep for Mechie, just overshot him. Mechie broke stride just a little bit out there. Might have gotten tangled up with the corner.
1-on-1 to the outside, and Bishop goes, thankfully it wasn't on target.
Right.
He's going to take a blow. Darius Bishop, 24, needs a rest both mentally and physically right now. Getting beat like that, you're saying, oh my goodness, I survived.
2nd down and 10, at least for another down. Young scrambles around, throws on the run, got it complete. Trey Sanders, 1st and goal.
Well, I'll tell you, Trey Sanders, the #2 running back that's been through so much, squats to the outside and then does a great job of, at the last second, making himself available for the quarterback. Instead of just standing there, he finds open grass.
1st and goal, and now he's got it with the carry to the 5. Trey Sanders, as Gary said, been through a lot as a freshman. It was a foot injury, was a 5-star recruit, couldn't play. Got in a car accident as a sophomore and injured his hip. He's just now getting back to the Trey Sanders that they got a scholarship to, expecting him to do big things. Did a couple big things, and he gets a pat on the backside from Coach Saban as he hit the sideline.
He's earned everybody's respect in the program the way he's kept fighting to play.
2nd down and goal from the 4. Bryce Young looking for #5 on the day. Backpedaling. Looking for blocks. Now he runs, and he trots in for the touchdown. There's a flag down. So let's wait and see.
Holding on the offense, number 74. 2-yard penalty from the previous spot. We will replay 2nd down.
Yeah, it was pretty obvious when you were watching the pocket. It's Damian George that actually, you know, he's doing it right down at the bottom. He grabs a hold of. I don't know if it was needed, because as I think the style of play that Bryce Young most reminds me of is Russell Wilson when he plays. Always in control, hard to handle. I don't know if he's more dangerous in the pocket or out of the pocket.
I don't know anymore either. 406 and 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, he's putting on a show, but doesn't matter. He knows they need to win this game, and he needs every ounce of it because Arkansas is scoring 2.
Midway point of the 3rd quarter. Slade Bolden in motion. Throw is out. Jamison Williams will cut back inside and get cut down right there.
Force him inside to those linebackers. This time it was Hayden Henry, number 27, that cleaned it up.
He and Bumper Poole from those linebacker spots on this little slip screen thing, and they were waiting for it.
Hayden gets him first, and Bumper Poole, as Ness told you, cleaned it up.
Those guys are tackling machines from those
really
linebacker spots.
They say it's a race to the ball. If you want to make a tackle, you better hurry because the other guy's going to get there.
3rd down and goal. Bryce Young looks left, looks right. Scrambles to his right. Runs out of time, maybe. Yes, he will. Way back at the 30. Hayden Henry finally got him down.
That's one of those sacks that you're going to have to talk to the head coach when you come to the sideline. I'll tell you right now. He knows it. Sometimes you got to live with these plays. Okay? He's made a lot of good ones, and this time he has one of those sacks where the quarter, watch Nick on the bottom, puts his hands up, and you're going to talk to the head coach.
Well, a loss of 16 has made it tough on his place kicker, that's for sure.
It's one of those, if you get sacked on 3rd down and it's still a 30-yard field goal, it's not a big deal.
Right.
But when it gets back to a 45, 46-yard field goal, you're going, I hope he makes this. You need to bail me out.
Right. He's going, come on, Will Reichard, you're my best friend if you hit this thing.
Yep.
He already hit one from this same spot earlier in the ball game. And he's hit another one from that spot.
No harm, no foul. Did it get over?
It did not. My mistake. I thought he got it.
Well, now the sack is huge. It was going right down middle, and no.
Oh, hit the crossbar, and no good. So that sack is a big one.
Well, someone's not doing their job.
Okay, let's keep going. Shopping for the game can be a minefield for young homeowners who have turned into their parents.
Can you believe how many different types of water they have in this aisle? Kim, did you just change blades back there? This is perfect. Jackpot, variety pack.
Remember, it's a football game, not a play day.
Roger that. One more slice.
It can be a lot.
Oh, good, the manager. Brian and Produce, very helpful.
Progressive can't save you from becoming your parents, but we can save you money when you bundle home and auto with us.
Pulls to the left a little bit. Nope.
Cases of anxiety in young adults are rising as experts warn of the effects on well-being caused by the pandemic.
With Ring Alarm this holiday season, deck the halls, walls, doors, and windows with protection and peace of mind. Protect your home with Ring Alarm. Get your Ring Alarm this holiday season. Black Friday deals start November 21st at ring.com.
We raise the bar on bar food with sandwiches, tenders, and
burgers.
There's more where this came from. To the greatest of all times, Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yes, I'm the magic man. Try to catch me if you. Off to the races. Touchdown.
Now let's take a look at our GMC game changer here.
Well, K.J. Jefferson is matching up against a tough quarterback, but he's been no slouch. Remember this play on 3rd and long that led to a touchdown drive, and he's done it more than just in the running in the pocket. This perfect throw to the outside. You have to throw those correctly to get that back outside, and the power he always has at any time to take on anyone in the running game. Two magnificent quarterbacks in this football game.
And he's back out there right now after the missed field goal at the 29-yard line. Low snap, Jefferson handles it, fires complete to Burks, short gain. Well, on that last drive, Alabama had it 2nd and goal at the 4. Then they had the holding penalty and a 16-yard sack. And I don't want to say that Bryce Young might have cost his team 3 points, but I think he might have cost his team 3 points because I called it wrong. Reichard missed the field goal just a little bit short.
As you said, though, the holding penalty scores a touchdown on.
Right.
And it scrambled early for a touchdown throw to the flat. You got to live with a couple of those.
Traylon Smith taking it wide. Didn't get much out of that. Run out by Jordan Battle. Might have gotten a yard.
I mean, he knew it when he got sacked. He knew it exactly what happened. But now, you know, Arkansas's got this football. And they look at the score and go, come on, a lot has happened. We faced maybe the hottest quarterback in the country, and we're 10 points down.
That's right. And still a lot of football to go. %50 on the 3rd down conversions. And there's the numbers on 3rd down passing for KJ. 3rd and 5 here. Alabama comes with an extra rusher, and it's going to pay off. Jefferson goes down.
Yeah, I think it was Will Anderson, wasn't it?
I think he was one of the first guys there,
Yeah, when you step out too wide, that's when you make the problems. When you step out wide, Will Anderson senses it and dips inside. That's the one thing you can't do. He just senses it, and he's too quick and strong.
Yep. It's going to be 13.5 sacks for him on the season, which leads the nation. And so no harm done by the missed field goal because Bauer's going to have to punt it away. Slade Bolden on the other end has to backpedal a long ways. Nice kick to the 23 and immediately run out of bounds right there. 4:15 remaining 3rd quarter. Alabama holding on to a 10-point lead.
When you spend all year serving others, when you lead by example, you don't just land on the nice list. You get rewarded by becoming the top brand in new vehicle quality in the automotive industry. Celebrate all the good you've done this year at the Ram Black Friday sales event.
Shop and buy online with Ram eShop, where right now get 0% financing for 72 months, plus no monthly payments for 90 days on the 2021 Ram 1500 Bighorn.
Our house seemed like a dream come true. Great character, great neighborhood.
Until Mrs. Cashman started feeding the neighborhood cats.
All the cats. We need to move right now.
With Rocket Mortgage, we can adjust our home loan options in real time.
Customize our monthly payment, down payment, and closing costs.
Please.
And no cats.
It was a catastrophe.
Just no.
When you need control over your home loan, Rocket can.
Welcome to Allstate, where we have all new lower auto rates. And savings like that make you feel like you won the whole dang thing. Now get new lower auto rates with Allstate. Because better protection costs a whole lot less. You're in good hands with Allstate. Click or call for a lower auto rate today.
We have to stop a big threat.
We plan to take our cars. Deshaun bothers me, and he can go.
A new Survivor, Wednesday on CBS.
Now it's time for our Hometown Connection presented by T-Mobile. Here's Jamie.
Brad, as a sixth-year senior, Grant Morgan has seen it all with an Arkansas jersey on. To endure back-to-back winless SEC seasons as a walk-on, now he's a starting linebacker as a super senior on a top 25 team. It's easy to see why his contribution should be honored. This week brought news that for the second year in a row, Morgan's been named a top 3 finalist for the Bullsworth Award, named after former Arkansas offensive lineman Brandon Bullsworth, awarded to the most outstanding player who began his career as a walk-on.
Yeah, he's a good one. And the other two, I wouldn't want to be voting on this.
No, it's a tough one this year.
Because Carlton Marshall, a Troy linebacker, and Stetson Bennett are the other guys up for that award. Former walk-ons who became stars and starters. Bryce Young, a 5-star, playing like it today. His first season as a starter. 4 touchdown passes today. One should have been caught by Mechie, incomplete. He's looking for his mouthpiece and the football.
So, Nessa, what do you do if you're Arkansas? Remember, Jamie said that Sam Pittman relayed to her that we need to be more physical with the receivers. Clearly, they can't cover them when they get opened up and running. Okay, so what do? Play more zone? Do you try to get them at the line of scrimmage? It's really a tough matchup when you're fearful about those guys on the wide.
Kind of darned if you do and darned if you don't.
It really is. Hope they drop them, maybe, like that last.
Yeah, that would help, yes. Young rips it down the middle, and this one is not dropped. Jamison Williams, first down.
So I'm watching him, Williams, go down. I think for sure he's going to go post. There's a safety in the middle of the field, and he stops and comes right back down the stem. That's what you love as a quarterback. That's trust. That's working together, because you let that ball go thinking if he doesn't come back, I'm going to look silly here.
25-yard pickup to the 49, and another throw complete, this time to Mechie for 9 more. The ball was out at the very end. I think he was down.
Yep. Oh, no, they're calling. Let's take a closer look at here what happens on this play. RPO to the outside. Are they calling it a clear fumble?
He's down.
I thought his right elbow was down.
Yep.
Maybe even his knees before that.
But wisely, Arkansas picks it up.
The field is a fumble recovered by Arkansas. First down.
Oh, boy. I don't know about that one.
Now, remember, the officials are told to, if there's a doubt, call it a fumble. Well, there's no doubt in replay.
Right.
But live on the field, they lean towards fumble so the players can finish out the play. Good call by the officials on this one. Even though I think it's going to be wrong, I think it's the way to call it.
Gene Steratore is with us. Gene?
Yeah, totally agree with Gary on the play. It is wise for the officials in doubt in that scenario. Let that play in case there's a scoop and score or something like that. But I believe replay will get one look at this and see that right knee definitely down with firm possession of the football.
So Lee Henrich is under the hood there, and Mickey Haddock will have the final call, replay official.
Now it's a big call, and as Gene pointed out, if it's a scoop and score and they called it not a fumble, they'd have to bring it back to where the guy actually recovered the ball.
So we have been in disagreement once today with these guys. We'll see.
Does it count if when they get it wrong, but we say they got it right by getting it wrong?
I don't think everybody's going to yell at us anyway.
Well, not for a while anyway. If they are, I can't hear them.
That's true. We'll hear about it later.
I avoid that stuff.
After review, video evidence shows that the runner's knee was down. It will be 2nd down and 1 from the plus 42-yard line.
See how we all get along so well?
That was really nice. So now 2nd and very short here. Arkansas better be very careful with this play call. So look at it's 2nd and yard, and Arkansas has 3 safeties 15 yards deep on this play.
They're expecting what you were expecting. And so it's Brian Robinson who heads into those safeties, and he's still banging his way down.
Well, you have to run the ball here. I mean, if it's you got 3 safeties in this situation. Look how deep. 15 yards, 2nd and a yard. They're playing pass. You get the run. Good job by Damian George, number 74. That time, couple of tough plays, but a lot of good plays.
Quick slant, complete, and another 1st down. Ja'Cory Brooks that time. So everybody getting in on the act, the wide receiver core. From the 16, Young sacked.
Well, there's a misread. Was it probably a zone read for the quarterback on this play, and instead of giving it, Bryce Young tries to keep it and runs right into the blitz.
I think he's thinking he wish he would have handed it to Brian Robinson.
He sure does.
So loss of 3.
Deep safeties again.
Empty backfield, 5 receiver group out there for the Tide. Young pumps once, comes complete to Williams, and Bumper Pool with a nice open field stop, as Gary said.
Yep, that's the object of the zone defense. You match up. You just don't cover grass. You back up with your zone, you find the guy nearest you, you anticipate the throw, and then you tackle in space.
The 1st down marker is at the 6. That's 11 yards away. Just a 3-man rush on Bryce Young over the middle. Completes it. But it's going to be well short of the 1st down.
You think Bryce Young said, I'm not scrambling on this one?
No, I'm not backing. I'm not backing up.
Not backing up an inch. We're getting a field goal. I can make mistakes, but I can figure out how to fix it, too.
So Will Reichert will come in. The last one was about a foot short.
Straight.
This one should be easy from 30 yards away. And it is up and good. So they did get 3 out of that drive. They spread the lead to 34-21.
Local restaurants have been hit hard by fees from delivery apps.
They take a huge chunk of our bottom line. All of that comes out of our pocket and goes to them.
So Domino's franchisees went to local restaurants and bought $100,000 of their gift cards to give out to our customers. That way they could support a mom and pop by ordering directly from them.
And no one got hit by delivery app fees.
I can't believe one restaurant is buying another restaurant's gift certificates to give out, but it sure is wonderful.
So if you're not getting Domino's, skip the delivery apps and order directly from a local restaurant.
When you hear the word healthy, it always feels a little out of reach. But it's all about the baby steps. Maybe it's a jump or eating something green or taking mom to get that vaccine. Healthier means bringing stuff to the folks that really need it. Like help at 2 a.m. or care that's right at home, believe it. Caring for them all means we're doing healthier right. So let's do it all together, people. 'Cause this is what healthier looks like.
Invesco brings you today's Scholar Athletes for Arkansas. Hayden Henry, the linebacker, and the quarterback for Alabama, Bryce Young. Invesco proud to support student athletes on and off the field with a donation of $1,000 to Arkansas and Alabama's general scholarship funds. After a 63-yard drive and 9 plays to get the field goal, the kickoff will go in the end zone. We'll bring it out to the 25, and we'll send it out to our New York studio for a Jeep update. Here's Adam Zucker.
Yeah, Ness, and Braylon Allen can go meet too. He had his 7th straight 100-yard game in the first quarter for Wisconsin. His second touchdown puts the Badgers back on top of Nebraska as they try to keep the edge for the Big Ten West. 7-point game in the 4th quarter. Keep it posted.
Good one. Keep us posted, Zuck. Thanks. Here it's a 13-point Alabama lead with 1:09 to go, 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I mean, Alabama's got 500 and almost 50 yards, but it's a 13-point game. I think late in the 3rd quarter, I'm liking my chances if I'm Arkansas, staying in the game.
KJ Jefferson on a quarterback draw. Runs into toe again. Those two have introduced each other several times today. That's a 3-yard gain. Time of possession, 5 minutes more for Alabama. As Gary said, 5:41 in total offense. Here's a tough run by A.J. Green, who hasn't seen a lot of time in the backfield.
Right. They got, on this team, 5 different players have led the team in rush attempts over different games. They got a lot of guys that carry the football.
Yeah, toe pulling and tugging, and even with that, it's a first down run. Nice effort by A.J. Green, and that might bring the 3rd quarter to a close unless they get another snap in. Looks like they will. Well,
Kendall Byers, the offensive coordinator for Arkansas, his theory is we always got time for one more play.
Always time. Gonna have to hustle, though.
Now, he's going to go to the 4th quarter, still in the football game.
That brings the 3rd quarter to a close. Good game here in the SEC West. 2nd-ranked Alabama hoping to win at home and set themselves up for the Iron Bowl, and then the SEC champion. 13-point lead heading into the final stanza. KJ Jefferson and company with a first down at their own 36-yard line. Little flip to Burks, trying to get wide and can't. Picks up about 3 yards. And welcome you back to the booth, Brad and Gary. You know, we showed that stat, 60 of the last 62, but Arkansas is not going away here.
Now, my thought was, how much fun could this be playing football if you're Arkansas? Where you were the last couple of years, you're playing against a great football team. Alabama's offense is going to put points on everybody, but it's a fight. It's a fight to the finish. We know Alabama's one of the best teams in the country. Can they finish off this Arkansas team that plays really hard?
Jefferson lobbing one.
That was
incomplete.
Dangerous.
Raheem Sanders as we check in with Jamie.
Sam Pittman turned around and challenged the offensive line before this series started. He said, guys, we're 2 scores away. If you keep pushing to get those first downs, we can steamroll these guys. He's really focused on this one drive in the trenches.
They're going to need 6 right here to keep the drive going.
Especially with that defense holding Alabama out of the end zone the last 2 times they were down there, keeping it a game.
This is where you go. Where's Will Anderson?
Yeah, I was just going to circle when we got the shot. Here's the matchup right here. They run the stunt again.
Jefferson going deep. Burks has got it. First down.
So it takes just a little bit longer to run the stunt and get there. And Burks, who's been playing with an injury to his right shoulder the whole game, a right pec, goes up and makes another outstanding play. This time, was it Kool-Aid McKenzie that's in there?
It is.
Number 1, yes.
It hits the deck hard on that shoulder after a 27-yard pickup. He's going to trot off. Boy, this guy's playing on some guts today.
Absolutely. NFL scouts will love his ability and also love the fact that he will play hurt.
First down at the 33. A minute into the fourth quarter. KJ Jefferson on third down has been sensational throwing the football. Let's see how he does on first down. Crowd making it hard on the offense right now. They'll keep it on the ground. Maybe a yard. Will Anderson draped all over Raheem Sanders.
Well, tenacious. That's the word that comes out. He never stops playing. Coach Saban told us yesterday, we asked who's the alpha dogs?
He's the one.
He's the one.
There wasn't even any hesitation when we asked him that. He said number 31. And he has used that alpha dog status a few times this year to challenge his teammates to play to the Alabama standard that they're used to around here. And he's got his teammates' attention. That one's tipped, but still caught. And really close to a first down for Trey Knox.
That's that hybrid wide receiver tight end. He lines up in a tight end position. It's an RPO, and it was tapped by Turner that time, Dallas Turner, but not enough.
And now let's see if they have enough for the first down. Flag down.
On the offense, number 84 was not.
That'll drive the coach crazy. When you go hurry up, you don't want to go so fast that you go too fast for your own lineup and you make a mistake.
They call it on Warren Thompson, I think. Oh, yeah, he was backpedaling down there at the bottom.
Yep. And that's part the quarterback. You got to look around and make sure everybody's set, too.
So now, third down and 6 instead of third and 1.
Now you wonder, from this part of the field, does Kendall Briers think 4-down territory with this call?
Jefferson keeps it, but doesn't get much. Maybe 3. Dallas Turner again in on the hit.
He did a great job. Now inside, those guys kind of make a pile, but Dallas Turner plays his assignment.
You might have read Sam Pittman's lips. He just said, go for it.
You could almost tell from that play call that Kendall Briers knew he was going to go for it on fourth down.
Fourth down, and it's more like 4 than 3. Biggest play of the game so far for both teams.
Oh, another mistake.
And another flag.
False start, and the offense, number 62, that's a 5-yard penalty, and it remains fourth down.
I don't think Stromberg, number 51, heard the snap count that time. That's where you got to have that silent count. If you depend on the center to hear the clap, because he didn't hear it.
Well, that's because there's about 105,000 people screaming, and he didn't hear it. And that'll change things now. They'll bring out Cam Little. He's been money this year for a freshman.
Well, I wonder if this is into the wind a little bit. It doesn't look like a lot of wind, but that last one was short by Alabama.
From 50 for Little. And it's a fake, and it's a jump pass, and it's caught by Kern, and he's going to score. Touchdown, Arkansas. Are you kidding me?
What a play. What a catch. Look at Sam.
There's the smiling Sam we talked about earlier. Wow. Reed Bauer, the punter.
And our camera was on. It was right as if you were throwing it on that last play when we were going live. You could see him reach back and make the play. How about here? This one's almost as if you're doing it yourself. Reaches back, tips it to himself, and goes. What a play.
Second touchdown reception of the year for the tight end Kern on a great catch and another 75-yard drive. How many of those have we had today? Extra point is up and good. On a fourth down and long. Check it out again.
You don't think they did those penalties on purpose, do you?
Just for a longer reception. Flag game recap. This has been something to watch. Bryce Young putting on a show at quarterback for Alabama. Burks, the wide receiver, playing with a bad shoulder and arm. Mechie and Williams have had over 300 yards, and then this.
The number 3 quarterback comes in with a jump pass. Not perfect, but good enough, huh? That was a nice catch.
On 4th down, and so we got a one-possession game, folks, with 11:24 to go.
Just thinking back, 3 weeks ago, Ness, we were traveling and watching the Tennessee-Alabama game. Remember, Tennessee scored early in the 4th quarter, a 70-yard pass. Alabama came back and answered with 3 touchdowns to pull away. Challenge again.
Yep. Not for the faint of heart right now. So Alabama comes out to the 25. Big holiday weekend of college football coming your way next week. This week, I should say. Starts on Friday at noon with Mountain West matchup between Boise State and San Diego State, followed by Missouri matching up with these Razorbacks on Saturday. And then on Saturday, we'll get you started the drive to Atlanta and State Farm College football today. Then at 3:30 Eastern, SEC on CBS brings you another chapter of the Iron Bowl. These Crimson Tide of Alabama heading to Auburn to the Plains, take on the Tigers. It's all coming up this coming week right here on CBS. Boy, I don't know if any of the games are going to be as good as this one has been. We hope so. Young fires. Slade Bolden
in the slot again. And you say fires, it was. He knew it right away. Slade Bolden goes right past the safety in the slot and takes it, knows he's going to get hit, wraps it up, stands up and goes, yep, that's me.
27-yard strike. And now it's Brian Robinson. No gain on this one. Hayden Henry. And on the stop. Single game record, I should say. You think about just the last 5 years, all the great quarterbacks here.
And he's got to go over 500 to win the game, I think.
Absolutely.
Right?
He's going to throw it right here, too. They don't have a lot of design runs for him, and it's an empty backfield. Well, maybe he will run. And he got the first down.
Well, he knew he was safe. Again, 3-man rush. That's the tough thing about a 3-man rush. Arkansas is built for a 3-man rush team. When you get these kind of quarterbacks and give them those space like that, you know, the type of scramblers like Bryce Young is, it's tough to handle.
5 minutes into the quarter, a 16-yard scramble by Young.
We talked about Mariota. What do you do? What do you do? Can't really cover him. Can you rush him?
Now the RPO, he's going to go right back to the guy he faked it to, Brian Robinson, who bobbled the ball, caught it a second time, picked up 6 or 7 on this senior day for this senior who's waited his turn with some great backs in front of him. Najee Harris came in the same class.
You know, he told us one that transferred away, Cam Akers, was in the same signing class.
Florida State.
And then Cam kind of reneged on his thing.
Pretty good group, huh?
Yeah.
Here he is again. And he's got another first down.
Well, what do you want to see him do over again? Because he has been magical. Back shoulder throws, scrambling all around, hitting guys with the RPOs or the slants, and then playing point guard from the quarterback position for the touchdown. One negative play, the sack. Coach got to live with it.
Yeah, that's right. Almost had a sack there. This one he threw away, got rid of it in time.
Got hit, and he did it at the last second because he knew that if he didn't throw it right away, Nick would be putting up his arms again going, we don't need a sack right here.
Scott Hunter, one of the honorary captains today at the stadium, 484. Bryce Young just passed him, and Mac Jones carved up the Falcons on Thursday night, so that's pretty good company.
Yeah. Again, putting the running back out there. You know it's going to be zone because they bumped a corner on the running back. Drop in zone. Yep.
And he drops it to the tight end, Latu. Still going. He lost the ball, and it's covered by Arkansas. Fumbled and picked up by Brown at the 1. Looked like it was going to be another touchdown pass, and instead it's a fumble.
You know what zone? Hit him quickly in the zone right there. Latu going, struggling, and they rip it through and rip it off. I think it was Brown. Tarek Brown, number 21, that rips it out.
He covered it, too.
Yes, he did.
Arkansas with the ball and a chance to take the lead when we come back. Dream. And by State Farm. Here we are in the fourth quarter. We've had a lot of great plays in this game, but later, the play of the game, presented by Jersey Mike Subs. Gary just said, I don't think we've seen the play of the game yet.
No, something's going to happen. Listen, Arkansas has already had a 96-yard touchdown drive in the game. This will top that if they do it.
They start at the 1. With K.J. Jefferson in the backfield with Traylon Smith. It's Smith. And he got it out around the 5. 14 straight losses. Their last win, Nick Saban wasn't the coach then. Mike Shula was.
Well, they came close in 14. Remember that 14-13 game? That was the closest. Otherwise, they've all been 2-score games at least.
And Smith wrapped up after about a yard gain. And it's going to bring up a huge third down right here.
So this offense has been carrying this Alabama football team basically all season. That's been the football team. Now, can the defense step up and do their job right now? We got a team backed up. Now, it wasn't backed up because of a punt. It was a mistake. But can this Alabama defense get a stop here?
Third down and 5. Jefferson coming up, trying to be heard with his offensive line, and they're going to call timeout. So we'll take one with them. 7:42 remaining in the fourth quarter. Number 2 Alabama clinging to a 6-point lead. The critics are calling fresh and reinvigorating. Don't miss a new episode of The Equalizer tomorrow after 60 minutes on CBS. Arkansas hoping for an equalizer. A touchdown would tie it. An extra point would give them a lead over the number 2 team in the country. And Sam Pittman said after a 4-game winning streak to start the season, then losing 3 in a row, he said, let's get the 4 Bs, fellas. Bowl eligible, the boot trophy over LSU, beat Bama, and then the Battle Line trophy against Mizzou. He's got 3. He's got the 3rd B in order right now, but
it's doable still, right? They're still in charge and making it happen. Nice goal, nice way to build a program.
And they got the bowling ball, Larry, their bowling ball in their locker room. But they need 5 here. Jefferson, no, incomplete. And Nick Saban saying that Thompson pushed off.
So remember on 3rd down prior, they did the same thing, a back shoulder throw. And this time Armour Davis does a good enough job that it had to be too good of a throw, and it could not be handled by Warren Thompson.
So Clay Bolden back at midfield. As the punt's going to have to come from the end zone for Bauer.
Just want to say the Alabama defense did get their stop. We challenged them, and they did it.
Bolden, fair catch, taken around the 45. So 7.5 minutes, midway, fourth quarter. Alabama's got it back, and a 34-28 lead. Going to be a fantastic finish. Don't go anywhere.
Adam Zucker with another update on the back and forth between Wisconsin and Nebraska. After the Huskers tied it again, Braylon Allen scores again. He's up to 228 yards on the day, shedding tacklers for another touchdown. 35-28 the score. Badgers trying to win out and take the Big Ten West, guys.
Just playing Wisconsin football right there. And reminder, just having heard from Zook coming up. College football post-game show presented by Rocket Mortgage. Adam, Rick, and BJ bring you the highlights of all the games, including this one.
Funny you say that, Wisconsin football. You would think Alabama football used to be run the ball here.
And they're going to run it with Brian Robinson for about 13 yards.
You could always depend on, Melvin Ingram or Trent Richardson or Derrick Henry. They were going to carry the ball. Yeah. But now, number 9 is so good. I mean, do you take the ball out of his hands?
Brian Robinson putting on a senior day show. 123 yards on 26 carries. I don't know if it's getting lighter or not.
Yeah, see, here's what happened. Those linebackers get those tackle for losses. Now you're a little bit behind the chains. If you don't win on first down, it goes back to the quarterback on second down.
A record-setting day. 515 yards throwing the football. 4 touchdowns. And he's not done yet.
Here's the formation they've settled on. Put the running back to the bottom of the field. Declare whether it's zone or man. It's zone. You know what you got.
Over the middle. Yep. Got a strike complete to Mechie.
Everybody knows it's zone. Once the corner walks out with the running back, the receivers know instead of crossing the field, they find a little bubble and they sit down. Everybody's on the same page.
It has been a while since Arkansas has beaten a top 5 team, and it's been even longer since they've beaten Alabama.
Here they come. Oh, got him.
False start on the offense, number 55. That's a 5-yard penalty. And it remains third down.
And now it's third down and a long one.
55 EQR right there. He feels the blitz. He feels the blitz, and too much.
So now it's third down and 10. Clock will work its way under 6 minutes. The best third down conversion team in the SEC. Can they pick one up here? 3-man rush. Young loads it, rips it long. Touchdown. Jamison Williams.
Boy, what a read by Bryce Young. Bill O'Brien said Bryce Young might be the best I ever had at seeing the open guys because he's so small. At the beginning of this play, what a job, what a catch. I thought there was a free safety in the middle of the field. They go, no way he's going to go deep. But he stayed with the play. He knows it's just a 3-man rush when he sees those linebackers leave, and he stays with it.
It's a touchdown. That play is under review.
Here's another look. You see him airing it out long. I waited forever to say touchdown because I was waiting for the back judge to give me something.
Remember,
here's another look at the end of the play.
And remember, it's third and long, so they should take a good look at this.
Gene Steratore is going to join us. Gene, what do you think?
Really, really close play, guys, and this is another play like the previous where you have a receiver going to the ground. He needs to survive the ground with possession of the football. The reverse angle look that we got, in my opinion, he has possession of the ball. Yes, it starts to move as he is falling, but I don't see him losing control of that ball. When it moves here as he begins to land, the right hand gets underneath of the football, or the left does, I'm sorry, and cradles it from hitting the ground. And I believe there is still possession there with that left hand underneath. Then the right hand on the nose, and he's controlling that. And I have that as a catch and a stands or confirm of the ruling on the field.
That's fantastic explanation there, Gene. The feet were in, the knees were in, then you got to see if there's more than just touching the ground. Does the ball move enough?
So again, we'll go to the replay official up here. Meanwhile, Bryce Young just waiting to see if that's his fifth touchdown pass.
If it's overruled, it's most likely going to be a punt. They're out of field goal range with that illegal procedure penalty.
This one's taken a while. And it should, because it's very, very important. Here's a call.
After the review, ruling on the field stands, touchdown.
So a great job. First of all, 3-man rush. So Bryce knows he has time to throw the ball. The free safety actually comes out of the middle of the field to go for the crossing route, and then he goes right over his head. And then Jameis does a great job of handling that ball. Jamison does a great job. And of course, with the score as it is, they're going to go for 2. Get it to 14.
They might need it to be to 14, the way this game's gone. From the 3.
I've seen
a group of 4 comes out to the bottom of the screen.
Seen him go quarterback draw with this look.
That's what's going to happen, and he got it. Bryce Young doing it all today.
So it was actually an RPO with a quarterback draw connected to it. The quarterback can look down. The guard is playing run. The quarterback can throw it early or run late.
Might be a Heisman handshake right there. The school single game record today. Bryce Young with 561 yards passing.
Ness, between the time I threw 561 yards, I had 2 kids. Took me 2 years to do that.
Christie was waiting on those 561 yards through 2 children. And this guy, what a game, tying his own single season school record as well with 5 touchdown passes. 10 in the last 2 weeks.
And we said he's going to need every one of those yards because this Arkansas team went toe-to-toe with him. Still time.
Yep. So now it's on the shoulders of K.J. Jefferson.
But it's probably the time of the game you're thinking, unless we score real fast, it will probably be touchdown onside kick situation.
Traylon Burks is in a slot to the left. He's been his big play receiver. He flares it out to A.J. Green. Green's got some space and then got leveled out of bounds by Branch.
And Pete Golding, defensive coordinator, told us that Brian Branch might be the most physical of his defenders. He's going to play a lot of football. They like to put him into the boundary side of the field, and you saw it right there. There's Pete.
2nd down and 2. Approaching the 5-minute mark. Jefferson lobs it out to Green again, and I don't think he got there, but pretty close. Will Anderson tossed him down.
Yeah, Big Phil, 48. Number 2, Mathis, comes out there. Defensive tackle. The juice is in this Alabama defense right now.
He did get the 1st down. I wasn't sure, but apparently right there, because they've already moved the sticks at the 35. Precious seconds ticking off for Arkansas. K.J. Jefferson loads it, fires near side, intended for Warren Thompson, incomplete. What's at stake, you're asking, as you look at Bryce Young? A trip to Atlanta to meet Georgia. That's what's at stake. The West Division title will be won today if they can hold off the Razorbacks.
And Alabama knows to get there with just 1 loss, so that way that committee can't do anything if you win the game. No decision if you win.
They're going to keep it on the ground here. I don't know about that, but no game for Smith.
Well, unless it's a quarterback draw, you might have seen the last running back carry the ball on a run play.
3rd down and 10. Got to get to midfield. Kendall Briles, the offensive coordinator, knows it. So does K.J. Jefferson. And a sellout crowd at Bryant-Denny.
1-on-1 to the top.
And it is a quarterback draw, and it goes nowhere.
Guess who?
Will Anderson.
Good guess. Educated guess. Go with the odds. 4-man look over there. Quarterback draw. Matched up against Dalton Wagner, and I've seen players like that before. It gives you nightmares.
I personally think there might be 2 Alabama players in New York for the Heisman presentation.
Yeah,
that's how much I think of Will Anderson.
I question why they're punting here. Really got to wonder why. I think Sam's going to think this over and go for it. Sam Pittman.
That's going to be their second time out, too.
And remember, he went for 2 for the win against Ole Miss, and the Arkansas fans loved it.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is people like options. I mean, you take Geico. You can call them anytime you feel like saving money. It don't matter, day or night. Use your computer, your smartphone, your tablet, whatever. The point is, you have options. Ah, how convenient. Oi, crab cakes. What are you looking at?
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Now Sam Pittman took that timeout, and it might be a wasted one because I got to think he's going to put his offense back on the field, having thought it over. You might not see the ball again.
It was, he had to rethink it out. I don't know if it's going to be wasted if it works. I mean, you would not like to do it, but you had to. He looked it up at the clock, go, what am I doing here?
4th and ball game, probably. Jefferson down the middle, got it, complete, and a first down. Trey Knox, so it was worth it.
Well, he had time to throw, and that means Wagner out here did a good job on Will Anderson, kept him off his quarterback and allowed the long pass to be completed.
Pick up a 15 and a first down, and now pressure. Anderson almost had Jefferson, and now To'o does.
So block me once. Okay, this time I'm going to use my speed and get to the outside. Watch him come around. Actually, that time it was inside with Christian Harris that on the stunt that time that flashed him, and To'o cleans it up. Good call by Pete Golding that time, changing up the rush look.
Under 2.5 minutes. 2nd and 15. There's a running play, and I'm not quite sure about that one.
Guess
Christian
who it is?
Harris.
Again, back-to-back plays by Christian Harris. Been playing since he was a true freshman, grown into the position to be more athletic this year with To'o calling out the signals.
The semifinalist for the Butkus Award made a big play there. We're down under 2 minutes. Jefferson steps up, fires far side. What a catch.
Oh, no.
Or was it?
Did he survive it?
Treylon Burks, who's caught just about everything thrown his way today.
Might be interference before he caught it.
Wow. Well, I mean, it comes out there, but.
Yep. I don't know who they're calling, if it's an offense or defensive pass
interference on the defense, number 14. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot.
That's who it was on, and that's who was covering Burks on the play. Brian Branch. Just as the ball's coming.
I don't know.
I know. That was from that angle. From the other angle, I thought he did. From that angle, I didn't see anything.
Might have had his right hand on his hip a little bit. At any rate, it's an all-important first down for the Razorbacks. 1:50 left. 1 timeout left at the 42 of Alabama. Needing 2 scores. KJ Jefferson lobs it on the run. Complete again to Knox. And he's knocked down at the 35. Got to hustle here.
Great job by Wagner coming off his man and blocking the free safety on the play. Branch.
2nd and 3. And this time the running play does work. Raheem Sanders down to the 22-yard line. Clock stopped momentarily with 1:19. They'll run it again with Sanders. He gets to the 16.
Maybe timeout by Arkansas right here. Yeah, I think that was a good timeout right there.
Minute 5. Sam Pittman in his second year for Arkansas comes in at 7-3. As we said, started off 4-0. Then they hit a losing skid. And then they put 3 more wins together to get to this point.
And you can't say 7-3 without putting Arkansas into perspective of what happened before he came to this program. You know, 2 years in the SEC, just futile. And they came in a slight turn last year, and this year it's full speed ahead for this Arkansas program. Said he felt good about his football team competing. You know, he said in the Georgia game, I was just kind of yelling at him to stop him, stop him. Now I've told my coaches, tell them how to stop him or how to move the ball.
Well, in 18 and 19, there were no SEC wins. Last year in an all SEC season, it was 3-7. And now this year at 7-3, they know they're going to a bowl game. And they've got Missouri on Friday right here on CBS. And they've had Alabama's attention all day long.
Over 1,100 yards of total offense.
1:07 to go. No timeouts anymore. Jefferson to the corner of the end zone. Caught for the touchdown by Sanders.
Gotta love it. A running back out there going with a back. Well, it was actually a fade is what it is. You got a linebacker on a running back. You might as well go to it. And he turns around and handles it.
This is a heck of a catch.
Absolutely. When your wide receivers make plays like that, you're happy. When your running backs do it, you go, man.
17-yard touchdown pass. Caps off another, you guessed it, 75-yard scoring march in 12 plays.
You know, I did not notice him out there matched up against the linebacker. And it didn't matter whether I noticed it. KJ Jefferson noticed it.
That's right. So the extra point coming up. And now they're going to go and look at the last play again. Had a busy review group today.
Gene is going to ask for a raise if we go one more time.
Yep. 1:02 to go. And the play under review was ruled a touchdown. As you take a look at Sanders getting his arms under it. And Gene's with us as he earns that raise.
It's good to be back with you guys in another tight play, another going to the ground situation. Sanders he firmly secures the football with both hands, goes to the ground. I believe that when he is down and falling to the ground, even though the ball is not secured with both hands, it's sitting in the left arm. The ball lands on that left forearm, and it's still firmly controlled, in my opinion. I don't believe the ground helps him at all. This is a great angle. If you watch that one, it loses it a little. The other reverse we had, I think, shows that he firmly controls it through that process, and I don't see any reason not to keep this a touchdown.
This is the one Gene was talking about, the best look. He's about to lose it, but he keeps his right hand on it. Just enough his right hand. Oh, we got pylons everywhere.
We got AT&T pylon cams here.
We got what? How many of them? 4 of them?
Yeah, that one shows the paint on the back of his jersey better than anything else.
I think we had the look and big play. Hey, there's nowhere to go, right?
No timeouts left for Arkansas. An important extra point coming up, and then an onside kick is what we anticipate, as Gary said earlier.
After review, the ruling on the field stands. Touchdown.
Boy, what a couple of shows these quarterbacks have put on.
Absolutely.
Man. 325 yards throwing for KJ Jefferson and 3 touchdowns. 561 yards passing for Bryce Young and 5 touchdowns.
1,100 yards of total offense. Got
Cam Little. Point after. It's good. So here we go. Gonna come down to one play probably when we come back. It'll be an onside kick. If Alabama gets it, they're the West champs. Otherwise, we're going to have some kind of finish.
This is where you want to be. The race for the FedEx Cup is on. And greatness awaits.
I'm gonna show you how.
Get out early. Take the lead and don't look back. The pursuit never sleeps.
Light it up. Move.
Back at Bryant-Denny Stadium. A lot of fireworks here today, and now one more firework coming up. Onside kick, and the Good Hands team out there for the Crimson Tide. Cam Little, the freshman, set up to go to his left. And that's where it goes. Takes a big hop and goes out of bounds. And that will pretty much do it. Well, it took a bounce that he wanted, but it too high and out of bounds.
There won't be
free kick out of bounds on the kicking team. 5-yard penalty where the ball went out of bounds. First down, Alabama.
So it'll be a need to finish the game. They only need 2 of them.
Yep.
Every Arkansas fan who's watched this game is going to go out tonight and say, we played our
butts off. Yeah,
you got it. Did I say ass?
I think you did. Well, it's okay. The same part of the body.
Well, but you're not allowed to say that. That's all.
Well, that's up to you.
I know.
I'm just gonna keep my distance from you now.
Well,
for the next
my bad.
2 seconds. I think the Arkansas fans understand what you were talking about. What an effort by the Razorbacks, and what a performance by number 9. It looked like he wanted to shake the ref's hand there.
or maybe the ref wanted to shake his hand.
Can I get an autograph?
Yes.
Quarterback comparison was something we were just talking about a minute ago. Look at those numbers. And no interceptions. 8 touchdowns between the 2 of them.
Yeah, and remember, KJ could have had 4 very easily, right?
Yep.
Over on the bench, the player was hurt as he went. I don't know if it was a player on the sideline or one of the players that was running. Yeah.
I guess somebody on the onside kick team.
Oh, it's Treylon Burks again.
Is it Burks?
Yep.
And then some coaches go down over there, too.
It was Will Anderson who blocked them, by the way. Watch Will Anderson. He's got a guy, the front line blocks.
Whew.
And he did his job.
Well, Treylon Burks has been a trooper all day today, man. He's played hurt, and he's hurt again. A brilliant performance.
Brilliant performance.
And there's knee number 1.
Well, I can tell you this. In Nick Saban's post-game press conference, he will show the respect that the Arkansas team deserves, and his team answered it. His defense answered that one down at the back, and the game never ended. Neither team took a step back in this football game.
This will be 15 straight Alabama over Arkansas, but boy, do they have to work for it. And now Alabama will go to 10-1, 6-1 in the conference, and the West Division champions of the SEC. And they're one more hurdle away from a gigantic matchup with Georgia and Atlanta. We know they're going to play them. Will they still be number 1 and number 2? That'll be an epic battle if indeed that's the case. So here's how the standings look. Georgia's perfect at 11-0. Only 1 blemish on Alabama's record. And that was on a last-second field goal and a loss to Texas A&M. But East and West, we know who's going to play now in Atlanta. And Jamie's with a winning coach.
Coach, congratulations with that win. You're going to the SEC championship, but today was not easy. What was the most important part of this win?
Well, I think that it was a win. So we're happy about that. We didn't play great on defense, which is an issue we got to get resolved. And we didn't finish drives in the red zone, which is another issue. You know, we fumbled the ball on the 2-yard line. We take a sack. We miss a field goal. So we did a lot of things, gave them a fake field goal for a touchdown. So there's a lot of things that we can correct. All right, but look, these guys have played hard all year long. All right, it's tough in the SEC and it's tough in the West. So I knew they had a good team, and I knew this was going to be a tough game. So I'm proud of our players for the way they competed and how they finished.
Congratulations, Coach.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it.
Well, now it's time for the play of the game, presented by Jersey Mike Subs. And of the many, many things done so well by Bryce Young, this one was the capper, a 40-yard touchdown strike to Jamison Williams. This is how Eli Gold called it on the Alabama Radio Network.
Bryce, high snap, gets it. Evan Neal picks up the blitz, long throw, Jamison Williams, touchdown Alabama! Jamison Williams, touchdown, 40 yards. He beat the defense like a blur.
And that was touchdown number 5 for Bryce Young and secured the win for the Crimson Tide. That's going to wrap it up for Gary Danielson, Jamie Erdahl, Gene Steratore, and our entire CBS crew. Brad Nessler saying so long from Tuscaloosa, where the Crimson Tide win it at home. We'll get you back to Adam Zucker and company for the college football postgame show presented by Rocket Mortgage right after these messages. See you at Auburn next Saturday.